Is MLM a good side hustle? So like and share this episode. So, question that I got a couple of days ago from somebody that's been knowing me for a while, personally. And, back in the day, we used to be in the direct sales. Some people call it multi-level, MLM, regardless of what title you want to put on it. Network marketing, call it whatever. But at the end of the day, it's all about the people. It's a people business. That's what it really comes down to. If you don't have people, you don't have anything when it comes to multi-level or network marketing. That's what it really comes down to. So the question is network marketing, MLM, a good side hustle to start? And I say it just depends on what type of person you are. And it just depends on how far you're willing to go. Are you all in? Or you're just like one of those quote part-time people? Or you're the type of person that is willing to do whatever it takes to be successful, to make a lot of money? Are you willing to take care of your people that you enroll? Are you willing to take time to show other people, new people that you bring on, how the business really works? Or are you going to treat it like a business? Or are you going to treat it like a hobby? There's so many questions I would ask you if I was talking to you one-on-one. There's so many factors, so many things that come into play. It just depends on what type of person you are, and depends on how far you want to go. Like, what are your goals? You want to be like one of those part-time people, which I don't really believe in that, to be honest. I'm not saying you have to be full-time doing it, but you can't put in part-time effort if you want full-time results. That's all I'm saying. Because the pitch that a lot of these people within these direct sales companies is that, hey, you can do it part-time and get a full-time income. That's like their main pitch. And still to this day, that's the main pitch. They walk around saying stuff like, hey, full-time income or part-time work. It's just that type of shit. I just don't believe in that shit. I mean, like, excuse me, you can do very well. Now there's a lot of different factors come into play even before you get started. A lot of times the product itself, it's not that big of a deal. Good product, bad product. I mean, of course you don't want to promote a bad product, but you can have a good product, but be a part of a bad team. So that's why I say product is not the most important thing. It's the people. It's a people business. It's a people organization. And the leadership starts at the top. So you got to always keep that in mind. It always starts at the top. There's no bad teams. They're just bad leaders. You know what I mean? So if I had to get started today, if I was looking to get involved in an MLM company today, I would look for the top performers within that company. I would reach out to them, at least try to. They might not respond back because they're busy. I get it. Or I would go to the conference. Now, a lot of these companies have annual conferences every year, at least one. And then some of them will have the local meetups as well. But that annual conference, I would go there because that's where the top earners are going to be. So I would go there and try to meet them and build relationships with those people. At least one. I mean, you're not going to get them all, but at least one of those top earners, I would try to build a relationship with, and go from there. You know, see, in the MLM game, the money follows the money. You want to be the closest to the money as possible. That's how it works. Follow the money. You want to be closest to the money as possible. You know, that's usually how it works. You know, now when you're new, nobody tells you this. But nobody told me this when I was new. It took me 5 years to learn what I'm telling you right now. It took me 5 years to learn this. You know, and some people say, well, the most important things is the product, the pay plan, and all that nonsense. No, the pay plan could change tomorrow, next week, next month, 6 months from now. But the people don't. The relationships you build with the people don't. The people you enroll, they're still going to be there. So that's where the focus needs to lie, needs to be. The company can go away. I've seen that happen. It happened to me. I remember I was involved with a company. First, they changed the pay plan, and a year later, the whole company went under, just like that. And you know, some of those people I kept in touch with, but I just ended up not getting involved ever again with the MLM companies. Just my choice, my preference at the time, because I put in all that work and everything got taken away from me, so I didn't have the will or the energy to want to do it all over again with another company. I said, hell with that shit, you know. And they changed the pay plan. And another thing, if I was to get involved today, I would have a different approach. See, most people, when they get involved with these MLM companies, everyone's basically doing the same thing. I would say a good 70% of people are doing the same thing. When I say same thing, every day, every week, people are walking around or trying to enroll people on the street, or at the job, or family members, on the internet now, over the telephone, at the gas station, you know, Walmart. People are prospecting people. That's not the most productive way to recruit people. People are having parties, you know, which having a party, that's not a bad idea. But I'm gonna say most people are not having parties, but a lot of people are having like parties and get-togethers, which is not a bad idea, by the way. But walking around in the street and going to the store and grocery store and Walmart, Target to recruit, that's not cool. In my opinion, that's not the most, that's not the best way, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like going to people's houses, doing one-on-ones, stuff like that. I just think, your friends don't want to get involved in nothing you're doing, really. You know, your friends aren't really your friends. In most cases, y'all just hang out buddies, and that's okay. You know, that's okay. Now, I would say, I probably would have meetups today. You know, that's cool. And I probably would have parties too. Yeah, I probably would. I don't know where I would have the party at. It wouldn't be at my house for sure. But I would see myself having like small get-togethers at my house, something like that. I could do that and have a little presentation or whatever. But let me tell you what else I would do. I would have some sort of training outside of the MLM company, because I want my people that I bring on to thrive without me. I don't want to have to pick up the telephone every time they have a question. Every time they have a question, they have to call me. I want my people to thrive even while I'm here and gone. So I probably would write a book or create some type of digital course, showing everybody the fastest and most productive ways to get started in MLM. That's what I would do. I didn't do that in the beginning because no one showed me how to do it. And I didn't know that I should be doing that. I was doing what most people were doing. And I just happened to get lucky, in my opinion. People like my personality, and they like being around me, and they thought I was a fun person. So that's why people wanted to hang out with me. It wasn't because I was the greatest teacher, or trainer. No, not at all. Like I had the best person. No, I think I have good energy, good vibe, like to have a good time, have fun. So that's what I gave off to people. And that made people curious. And that's why they enrolled. I didn't really have to ask a lot of people. They just signed up. I just told them where to go, gave them the website. They signed up on the spot sometimes. They didn't have to go home and think about it. A lot of people just signed on the spot. Right after the presentation. I'm in. Like straight like that. So, but it just, and then you have some people, another thing I would do, I would speak like this. See, in the beginning, I didn't do no videos in the beginning. I didn't do any videos. I didn't do no type of speaking on stage. I didn't do no presentations. I didn't do any of that shit. I didn't write no books. I didn't have a newsletter. I didn't do anything in the beginning. I was just basically a number, a jag, just another guy. I'm serious. I was just like most people. I just got lucky. Just like I said, I wasn't doing no videos. I wasn't speaking to anybody, none of that. That's why I say I got lucky, But when the company goes south, goes bad, if I had enough experience, I would have took those people I enrolled over to another company, and that would have been new money. But being that I didn't have a lot of experience, I didn't know to do that. That's the thing. That's why I said it just depends. When it comes to MLM, it just depends on the type of person you are, how far you're willing to go. Are you gonna work this? You gonna work it like it's a full-time income, or you gonna work it like it's a part-time job? If you're gonna work it like it's a part-time job, I would say don't do it. But if you're gonna work it like it's a full-time job outside of your real job, I say you should do it. Or you're gonna, especially if you're gonna commit, you have to commit to this. This ain't like a hobby. If you treat it like a hobby, don't do it. Don't do it. If you're committed, you like to speak, you like to talk to people, you have a nice personality, very positive, you uplift people, help other people. Because see, the more people you help, the more money you're gonna make. That's how it works. It doesn't matter how good you are. What matters is how good you help other people become the best they can be. That's really where the money's made. Because the more successful they are, the more successful you are. That's how this whole MLM business works. So you can be the best thing smoking on your team. But if you got 20, 30 people calling you every day because they got a question, they don't know what to do. Well, see, you can't duplicate that. See, you want to duplicate yourself tenfold. You want to duplicate yourself, and then you want other people to do the same thing. And it's really all about duplication. You make it, you're doubling yourself 10x, tenfold. That's how you make the money. Is it hard? Yeah, sometimes. Is it time consuming? Yeah, most of the time, especially in the beginning. Is it worth it in the end? Probably so. But but you might end up liking it. A lot of people like it. A lot of people like to speak. It's really it's a lot of communication, a lot of speaking, especially if you're one of the top earners. You're gonna, the companies or somebody's gonna want you to speak at some point. Either come on the podcast or come on the stage or something. Especially if you've been doing it for 5, 10, 20 years or 30 years. You got guys and gals that's been doing MLM 20, 30, 40, 50 years. There's a lady down the street from me. She drives a pink Cadillac. So that tells me she's a Mary Kay girl. And I think when they give you the Cadillac, the pink Cadillac, if I'm not mistaken, you got to be making 40 or 50,000 a month. She's probably been doing the Mary Kay probably 20, 30 years. It's people that's out here they own it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, there's people that's on it like that, man. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what your neighbor does for a living. But yeah, so that's about it. It just depends on the person. But like I said, if you're dedicated, you're willing to do what most people are not willing to do in order to be successful, I'd say, yeah, do it. If you want to be the quote, quote, part-time person, do it part-time effort. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, because you're not going to make no money and you're not going to be happy and you're going to drop out like most people. No, I think in MLM they got the turnover is crazy. Turnover is like within the first 90 days, the turnover is 80%. It's a crazy number, man. It's pretty standard too. And these companies know. They know that the turnover is going to be high because they know some of the practices that they're doing is disingenuous. And as soon as the people find out that they're being lied to, they're going to leave. That's why the turnover is so high. Because see, you got on both sides, you got people that's being disingenuous. On one side, the company, people that work within the company are lying, half truth. And on the other side, you got people that majority of people want something for nothing. They want to get rich quick. So it's like, as soon as one finds out that the other side is not being truthful, well, shit implodes. People go their separate ways. So that's why you have, in order to be successful in these companies, you have to create something outside of the company. Training, online course, a book, something. Training to help your people out. Because if you follow the company's way, the status quo, that ain't gonna work. Your people gonna be gone. They gonna start complaining. They're gonna be like, you hoodwinked me, you lied to us. And you might have good intentions, but you didn't know that shit wasn't gonna work, that they were telling you to do. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I was in MLM for about 10 years before I came online. And when I came, which is part of the reason why I didn't go back to MLM, because when I came online and I got into other things, I was like, oh, this is better than MLM. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and peace. That was it, you know. But you can combine both, online and offline. You know, any questions with that? Hey, leave your comment below. I can help you out. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of experience. So any questions with that, leave your comments below. You can also send me an email as well at support@kingofcashflowwebsites.com. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.